Joining us now today is a man who has wowed many with his skills as an artist, but also who has shown great courage at such an early age. Thank you so much for joining us here at Justice Foundation. Tyler Gordon, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So, Tyler, take us back to when you were really young. What sort of health problems did you have to face as a kid?
So growing up, I was born deaf, so I couldn't hear at all. And when I was 6 years old, I had ear surgery, which gave me about 20 to 25% of my hearing back. And I guess that left me with a really bad stutter. So I always got bullied for it. I always got teased around, pushed around because of the way I talk. And that's also something that art helped me with. It helped me cope with all the bullying. And when I was 12, I broke my hips and I had surgery. And I guess it was just hard for me to do stuff at that point in time. Sometimes kids would tease me about it, but again, art helped me just push through it.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the bullying that you mentioned. What was that period like for you? At that time when, as young people, we wanna fit in, we wanna have friends, and you were going through all of these health problems. What was that like for you to experience that?
I was really it caused me to be shy, and I guess it put me through a lot of things. And there were times when I'd come home crying. So it was really hard for me, but again, art just helped me push through it, and it has helped me get through that time in my life.
So let's talk about art, because every time we talk about art, you look at it as your refuge, your saving grace, if you will. You're a self-taught artist. Tell us how you discovered it. How did you know that you have that talent?
I always liked art growing up. I used to watch my mom paint all the time. And one night, when I was 10 years old, I had a dream that God told me I could paint. So I woke up one morning and told my mom about my dream. And I bet she told me to go back to bed since it was 3 in the morning. Then the next night at 5 in the morning, I had the exact same dream. Except this time God told me that if I did not use my talent, then he would take it away. So I told my mom crying, and that same day at 6 o'clock, she gave me one of her canvases and paint that she paints too. And my very first portrait took me exactly 17 minutes. I painted my very first portrait by 5th grade principal.
Wow. So did you or your mom know at that point that, wow, this is really, some people have talent, but some people are really great at doing things. Did you know at that point that you were good at it? Did your mom also see, just how big of a potential you had at that moment? Prior to that, were you mentioned that you always liked art, but you never took it seriously, right? Up to that point?
Yes. And I started doing art more and more. And when Kevin Durant's mom called me, and she tweeted about it, and Kevin Durant saw my art. When he called me, he ordered 17 more portraits. And at that moment in time, I knew that art is what I wanted to do. And since then, tons of people and celebrities just called me asking for portraits.
Let's talk about that. The celebrities. You mentioned Kevin Durant. Tell us how kind of you've used art to highlight people that are inspiring for you, people that have inspired you. And tell us how you've able to meet these, famous people, these notable figures through your art.
Most of the portraits that I paint are people who inspire me. There's Kevin Hart, the Warriors. There's J-Lo and A-Rod. There's Michael Jackson, and especially his sister Janet Jackson. They all inspire me with art.
So they get to see what you've done. Like,
Yes.
do you tag them, or do you, in a way,
I usually
send
tag
the portraits to them?
Yes, sometimes I do send the portraits to them, but other times I would tag them in the video, and they would see my art, and they would just excuse me.
It's okay. So they would send their appreciation to you.
Yes.
Have you met some of them?
Yes. I met most of the celebrities that I painted. Some fly me out, and some fly in to
Fly in to meet you. Fly in
Yes.
to you. Wow. Who flew in to meet you?
For J-Lo, I painted her engagement portrait, and she flew out to get it. And Kevin Hart, and then there's one athlete, who was it? Yes, and then Russell Westbrook flew me out to get his painting.
Wow. What does it feel like for you that these, famous people took time out of their very busy schedules to meet you? That must mean something. It means that they really recognize your talent as an artist and appreciate you for giving them that gift.
Just getting a chance to meet them, I was very shocked, but at the same time, glad that they gave me the opportunity to meet them in person.
So Tyler, let's talk about also one of your achievements is that you were able to come up with your first book, right? Your book. So tell us about that book, since we're talking about, people that have inspired you, people that have, that have caught your attention, who have influenced you maybe in your life, be it in sports, in the world of entertainment, maybe even politics, right? Tell us about your first book and what you hope to achieve with coming up with it.
Yes. So my first book, it was just about really big icons and why they inspired me. So when you open the book, it shows some people and it shows why they inspire me and what they're about, and it's just to tell kids and adults that they were kids once too, and they were kids with dreams, and they kept following their dreams and passions, and just to tell kids just to keep following their dreams and passions.
Yeah, let's talk about that. The message to kids. I know that you've taken on one of your advocacies is anti-bullying, right? Why
Yes.
is that so important for you, Tyler?
If kids are getting bullied and they don't know what to do or how to react, I was bullied too. I want to help those kids just get through those hard and tough times.
Let's talk about kind of where you want to take your art next. What are your next plans? You're so young, but you've achieved so much. I know you've had quite a few awards, right? A number of awards.
Yeah.
And let me just go through them. You were runner-up for a magazine and Nickelodeon's Kid of the Year award, right?
Yes.
You also had an opportunity to paint the cover art for Time's Athlete of the Year issue. You were also featured in 2 Disney Channel commercials. How do you feel that you've become more popular? And it's not just about popularity; it's really about showing what you can do as a young person who has faced challenges. How do you feel that art has opened doors for you?
Art has opened a lot of doors for me, and I guess my entire goal is just to keep inspiring other kids to keep following their dreams and passions. Something's coming up next. My next book is going to come out soon, and then my own merchandise is actually out now. You can get your own t-shirts and just anything you want there.
Wow. So can you tell us a little bit about your next book? Or is that a secret?
I'm not sure if I should talk about it.
Okay, that's okay. But I'm sure people will be watching out for it. But Tyler, let's talk about kind of your other passion besides art. Of course, your passion is also to give back, right? Can you talk a little bit about your plans for setting up a foundation? Or is that something that's still in the works?
Yes, that's still in the works. But again, the main point is to keep inspiring kids and adults.
Great. So, lastly, I know you've told you've said that you want to tell kids that to just keep reaching for their dreams. Any other message for not just kids, but for everyone who may be going through not just health obstacles, but amid the pandemic, so many people have been really just going through tough times. What is your message to them?
To just stay true to themselves and just keep following your heart.
Great. Thank you so much, Tyler. We at Justice Foundation and Mr. Jack Wu, we're just so inspired by you, and we support you, and we want you to know that we'll be watching out for your next plans in life, your next big plans in life, and we support you, and we just want you to know that you're amazing. So thank you so much, Tyler.
Thank you.